I'm going to talk to you today on how to combat the narcissist manipulation. If you watch to the end, I will tell you how to disarm a narcissist in their manipulation. To combat a narcissist manipulation, enforce firm boundaries. Stay calm, focusing on your feelings rather than their motives. Avoid arguing. Don't get drawn into blame shifting and defensiveness. They will test your new limits. Stand your ground, following through with consequences. This will enrage the narcissist, but stick to your guns. They may discard you, so be prepared. And it may be difficult to do. Establish firm boundaries. Create clear limits. The narcissist will push the boundaries to control you. Consistent enforcement is essential for protection. It's like a child who pushes the boundaries with a parent or another adult to see how far they can go. The same with a narcissist. Limit, or if possible, go no contact. This includes blocking them on the phone and social media. And do not share the same friends. I know this can be difficult because you can get emotionally hooked in. Hi, my name is Maria, and I'm studying to become a life coach specializing in narcissistic abuse and trauma recovery. I hope my videos are helpful, informative, and validating for you, whether you are in or have been in a narcissistic abusive relationship, or you have a friend or family member that is or has been in a narcissistic abusive relationship, or maybe you have a friend or family member that is a narcissist, or a boss, a colleague, a roommate. Doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. Now I'm going to talk to you about strategies in combating manipulation. Stay calm and focused. This may be difficult. Don't react to their drama. If they get angry or defensive, take a break. You may choose or not choose to revisit the conversation. It's your call and what you feel safe with. Focus on your feelings. Describe to the narcissist how it makes you feel and don't question their intentions. Use I feel statements like, I feel hurt when you say that. Don't say, why would you intentionally hurt me? So I have an example of a former boyfriend a few years back. I said, you're trying to punish me. And narcissists try to do that. And he said, no, I'm not. But he was. I gave him power and control by saying that. Narcissists get you addicted to them. Watch my video on why the victim doesn't leave. It explains all about how they get addicted to them. The link is below. They may shift blame onto you to avoid responsibility. Don't get engaged in arguments and who's right and wrong. This is a tactic to gain power and control. Disarm their tactics. Mean what you say and say what you mean. Use the gray rock method. This means be uninteresting or emotionally unresponsive as a gray rock, like the poker face. They try to provoke, engage, and try to engage in responses like, okay, or noted, just no emotion. This will show them that you are not drawn into their drama. Refuse to argue or explain to the narcissist. They won't admit they're wrong. Engaging in an argument fuels them. State your opinion and move on. No emotion shown. Yes, I know, difficult. Get communication in writing, especially if they gaslight you and need to discuss important matters. Text or email to have a clear record of the conversation. So I have another example with the same narcissist that I was with. He would text me, and at the end, soon before he discarded me, I was noticing it was getting very volatile. So I started screenshotting the text messages. And later on, I came back to them, I don't know, 6 months, a year later, and I read them, and I realized how psychologically, emotionally, and verbally abusive those comments were. And yes, I was talking about having it in writing in case it's an important conversation, but it also is good to have it in writing so that you can go back and see how bad it was. Because when you're in it, you can't see the forest from the trees. And recently, I deleted those screenshots. I had to free up storage on my phone because I was running out of storage. I couldn't record these videos, and I came across that this week cleaning out my phone. I had no desire to read them, but I'm happy to have that chapter out of my life. So redirect their attention. Talk about something that interests them or something they love. They will like this and gobble it up. This will disarm them and neutralize their aggression. Don't overshare. Leave personal information out. They will use it against you. They will manipulate or criticize you later. Stick to superficial topics to keep safe, like, oh, the weather, or if they have a job, talk about their job, that kind of thing. Reclaim your emotional power. Detach emotionally. Their behavior is about their own insecurities, and yes, they are insecure deep down. Their negativity is theirs to carry. Don't absorb it. My mom always said to me, I would go to her and I would say to her about somebody that upset me, and she would say, remember, it says something about them, not you. It's their issue. And that has really helped me in my life, and I want to say this to you and remind you of it. Control your reactions. Yes, difficult, I know. The narcissist wants you to react to with anger or sadness. It makes them feel powerful. When they try to push your buttons and say, stay calm and composed. This may be difficult. Take a few breaths and respond rather than react. You cannot change them. The narcissistic personality traits are deeply ingrained. You cannot fix them. Accepting this truth is crucial steps towards emotional healing and freedom. So if you find this video helpful and informative, like, share, subscribe. Tell me about what you have experienced with narcissistic manipulation. What's worked for you and what hasn't in combating this? Or if you have a friend or family member that you've supported and has been in this abusive narcissistic manipulation, what's worked for them, what hasn't? I like to hear the stories, and I'll respond back. I'll acknowledge it or comment back. Let me know if you have any ideas for other videos as well, and make comments below. So now we're going to talk about disarming the narcissist. It can be difficult to know what to say to shut them down. There are a few things you can say to disarm them. When they try to manipulate you. So I will read out different sayings that you can say, and I'll pause in between so you can take notes. And remember the gray rock method. Poker face, not emotional. The first one is, I understand. Your perspective is interesting. You have a unique perspective. The next is one statement, and I will pause in between each phrases because it's longer. I don't agree with you. But you have a right to your own opinion. I also have the right to mine. End quote. Another whole statement like the last, I'll pause in between the phrases. You are certainly entitled to your opinion. But it's not necessarily the truth. End quote. Your recollection of events differs greatly from mine. I would like you to consider my wishes and preferences. Your anger is not my responsibility. This is the end of all the statements. So stay silent if possible. They like to get you to react to gain power and control. If they manipulate you to gain power and control, they are doing that for their own benefit. All of the above phrases don't mean you agree with the narcissist. The narcissist may end up being very cruel to you. You can stop them in their tracks by saying, I expected you to do that. Be prepared for pushback. The narcissist may ask you for demands. Distance yourself. Be firm, taking control of your life. The above statements can cause a reaction. Decide beforehand to not react. Can be difficult. The narcissist studies the victim to learn what gets under their skin. No matter what, don't react, then walk away physically. This can be difficult. Like I said, everything they do is about power and control and for their own benefit. Manipulation is the main avenue to gain power and control for their own benefit. In every video I air and everything said about the narcissist, the bottom line is it's all about power and control and their own benefit. And the bottom line for you is to not react. And I know it's difficult. I said in a previous video, remember, if you don't react, you win. This video is called How to Win with a Narcissist. The link for that video is below, and I will see you in the next video.